let's get right to the point. We're going to give 3 techniques or 3 strategies to make any realtor a better listing realtor for you. So if you're selling your home, and you're going to use a realtor, you want to listen to this. Now, I've had other videos where I've gone into the background, but let me just say that the current real estate process that almost every realtor uses is designed so that the realtor can maximize their commissions and do it with like the least amount of stress, the least amount of worry of them getting sued, really the least amount of effort there is. I mean, they advise you to price your home at the market, and then or a little bit below, and then they bring in a bunch of offers. I mean, as they should if they're pricing a little bit low, and then they negotiate for a few days, and boom, it's under contract, and then they turn it over to escrow and their transaction coordinator. That's a great process for realtors. It definitely gets your home sold, because as we know, 66% of the people in California got multiple offers when they were selling their home last year, and it was even more this year when I checked in the mid-spring. It was up at 74%. So it is designed to sell houses, but you can do much better. And so let me just get right into it. Instead of letting yourself get jammed those first few days, the offers come in, your realtor saying, well, the contract says you have to respond by 5 p.m. or 24 hours or whatever they wrote in. 48 hours is usually the most. Yeah, but you have to respond right away. And 1 or 2 offers are coming in, and frequently more offers come in while you're reviewing the paperwork, right? And sometimes the realtors don't even check their email and get it to you in time. So why jam yourself? Change the whole process. Flip the script. Say, we will be accepting offers for the next 7 days because we promised some buyers that they could come in and see the home this weekend during our big open house. You're welcome to attend. Then you can submit your offers now, but we're not going to be reviewing the offers until Sunday night. And then Sunday night, we're going to get back to everybody and tell you where you stand. And in fact, I suggest, as we'll see in the next process, we can make the realtor process, the way they deal with multiple offers, even better. But for now, let's just talk about that multiple offer process. 1, it creates more demand. It creates scarcity. There are studies on the internet where they've tried to figure out what the optimal period of offer acceptance is. And none of the studies, it was very hard for them to nail it down, they agreed, but none of them said, oh, we'll accept during do it the first 24 hours, the first 48 hours. They all said it takes time, and it only makes sense because if you or your realtor are doing some local marketing, you're putting signs up in the neighborhood, you're putting it up on Facebook, some people, some buyers, they may be very strong, they may not even be price sensitive. In fact, they may really want to live in your neighborhood because there's babysitting there or the schools or the neighbors. But it's not like they were already prepared. They didn't already talk to their bankers. They're not in touch with a real estate agent right now. They need time to get prepared to see your home and make offers. When you're doing the normal realtor process, you miss out on all those buyers. And some of the strongest buyers are the local buyers, the buyers who your neighbors talk to them about, the people who are targeting homes in your neighborhood, but not necessarily already, let's say, been involved in multiple offers, lost out, and this time they're prepared, they have the contract ready, they have their pre-approval ready, they just write in the number and they submit. Those buyers are good, they're motivated, but they're not necessarily, if you're trying to sell for top dollar, you're wanting to sell to people who are the least price sensitive, the ones who are the most motivated, are like, I don't mind paying $30,000 more. I can supplement whatever the bank says I'm approved for. I can go 30,000 higher with my own cash. 50,000 higher. Those are the buyer, and they're willing to because their parents live down the street, and they need babysitting because they just had a 3rd child or whatever it is. Could be because they're retired and they want to be able to walk to the golf course. You know your home. You know the story of your home. You know there's great buyers for it. They're not necessarily buyers that make offers the first day. So don't get jammed. Secondly, or third, really, by having time to negotiate, you can make 1, good decisions. 2, you can talk to the buyers. You can find out the buyers, what they want, what their needs are. Are they flexible? Will they give you time to locate another home? Will they, can they get the process started so that when they're ready, they can close in 17 days because they're such strong buyers. They're not going to have problems with their lenders. It gives you time to find out about the buyers and communicate about the process. Be transparent. Say, we're going to be accepting offers this weekend. You're a strong buyer. We're very happy you made an offer. We're not even necessarily going to come back and ask for more money, but we are going to give the weaker buyers a chance in a round robin bidding contest to come up and be the strongest offer. So when they get to the highest number, but they're not as flexible as you are, they're not going to give us much time, we're going to say, hey, can you do this? And if they say no, we're going to go to you. So we're not necessarily going to even have to raise your offer. Now, this is, of course, if it's strong buyers, you want to keep them in there. If all of them need to go higher, or that's just what you want in order to sell your home, you can do it any way you want. But the point is, don't do what realtors do, which is negotiate with everyone at once and jack the strongest buyers and get them upset that you're trying to go way above your listing price, because frequently strong buyers have said, or sellers have told me after they've lost all the buyers, that what happened was the strong buyers got chased away because they were tired of being jerked around. They were strong. They just went out and bought another house. So the normal realtor process sometimes leaves you with the weakest buyers who then can't close. That's not the process you want to do. So let's talk about the three things that realtors do. One, they sometimes say, let's do one at a time, because they're really risk averse. They don't want to get sued. They don't want to screw up. Not a great process for you, but it happens. Two, they use the forms. The forms are good, but they're very frustrating. It takes a long time to go back and forth. You lose people. But you need to tie them down if you're doing the regular realtor process. The round robin bidding process I'm suggesting to you is you don't really even need the paperwork, because what you're doing is saying these bids are non-binding on you, but they're also non-binding on the seller. But we're going to give everyone a chance to raise their bid, and then we're going to negotiate terms with you Sunday evening after the process, or Monday morning, depending on your schedule. And if these buyers don't perform and they don't negotiate the way you want, you reject it and you go to the other buyers, or you just pull your home from the market, or you say, okay, well, next week, we're all going to do this again, but we're going to be, it's going to be a straight realtor process. We're putting it up on the MLS. We're going to list it at X. Could be 30,000 more than let's say your bid was, or we're just basically, the ball is in both your courts. One, you can reject the market. Two, you can accept it and negotiate. The buyer can make a strong bid and then negotiate with you, or they can choose not to. But the point is that if you get 10 to 15 buyers, 20 people to your home in your open house weekend, and if you follow our marketing method, you will, then you let the buyers bid against each other. And you tell them this is a great opportunity, because you can know that you're going to buy this home Sunday evening if you're the person who wants this home the most. And two, you don't have to worry about our realtor and your realtor getting together, or my realtor keeping the buyers themselves and backdooring with you. This is a fair process. If you're the strongest buyer, you'll have an opportunity to get this home under contract tonight, and then we can open escrow on Monday if we do. So that's what's communicated, and you can do it through the paperwork. So we already covered the second part, the round robin bidding. So we have an offer acceptance period. We have round robin bidding. All of this works to your favor. It gets the buyers bidding against each other. You don't have to worry about the skills of your realtor. Every realtor talks about their negotiating skills. All of them say they're the best. They all can't be, and frankly, they're not. As an attorney, I get tons of calls from people saying they want out of their listing contract because their buyer messed up the negotiations, or they underpriced the property. That's another advantage here. We're starting with starting offers. They're not mentally tied down to a listing price and wondering why you didn't just list it higher to begin with, and having people walk away. So there's myriad reasons. I'm sure you can even think of them why it would just be better to have strong people make offers over a period of time rather than taking them the first day or two. And then three, this is all part of the process. This is the beauty of it. By being able to market the fact that your home's going to be sold to the strongest bidder this weekend, and doing the other things that make your home a lead magnet, we can use Facebook's big data and YouTube's big data and Zillow and Craigslist and signs in your neighborhood, the local marketing, to get the strongest buyers around to your home that weekend. In Facebook, you market to people who have been using Realtor.com, Zillow, Trulia, Redfin. Facebook lets you track those people because there's so many people with pixels on their websites now. YouTube has an in-market audience, people that YouTube says are looking to buy homes right now. And you can get very defined with who you're searching for on Google. But Facebook's algorithm is awesome too. And you put this is what realtors do anyway. They pay, if you learn how to market homes, they pay. The strongest lead magnet is a home for sale. The strongest home for sale is a home that's going to be sold this weekend. Click here for more details, and you have your property. You make it a certified pre-owned property. You have it pre-disclosed, and if you work with me and I'm an attorney, I can actually talk to your disclosures. In fact, we talk on the phone. I can tell you how to go into my disclosure workshop, download the forms, prepare it, and then if you want, we can even have a consult about it. Two, pre-inspected, pre-repaired. You don't have to repair everything in the inspection, but you just show what you've done. Now, I know that will cost a little bit of money, and it's not always right for every home, but for most homes, it will help you get more money because you're eliminating buyers' objections at home. One, you look so transparent because you're disclosing, you're being truthful, you're saying, these are the problems I know about, these are the material facts I'm disclosing. Two, this is the inspector, we had them out to the property, these are the things they found, these are the things they repaired. So when your people go, they're going to see, hey, yeah, I saw that. They may still get their own inspections, but now you're only talking about new things. You're already getting a price based on this. It takes away one of the big buyer tricks too, which is to come back and ask for more money after they find something wrong with your house. So inspections will almost always pay for themselves. But, if you talk to me, I know the times they don't. I've sold over 200 homes as a real estate broker. And I've referred out dozens and dozens of more, and that's what the strategy is about. Contact me, and we're going to refer your property out. Go to winnerscheck.net. Have a strategy session. We'll refer your property out. And because you're watching this, and you may even be at my website right now, I will share the referral fee with you. So not only we're going to get you top dollar for your home, we're also going to help you get top net because we're going to share the referral fee. I see it as a win-win. We're winning on two sides of this transaction for you. And you'll have an attorney on your team who's helped you with disclosures, help you set your property up for the whole process to do well. So most realtors already do some local marketing. We're just going to tune it up a bit. We're going to talk to them about, I didn't invent the idea of, there's people who say there's studies that show you get much more for your home when it's pre-disclosed and it's pre-repaired and you offer a homeowner's warranty, which is one of the things I suggest in the certified pre-owned certification. And it just makes sense, especially in this process, because you're freeing up the buyers to just bid it up higher, and you've already eliminated a lot of their fears. So they're going to see the scarcity. They're going to see the benefits of your home because that's what we've been marketing, and this process is going to be designed. It is designed, and it works. I've done it many times. You're very likely to get substantially more. You're going to know at the end of this bidding process, having buyers bid against themselves, that you've received the maximum the market would bear at that point in time. And the beauty of it is it's non-binding. If you don't like it, if it's not meeting your needs, if the buyers aren't flexible enough for you, you can either take your home off the market, you could set it up for another auction in a period in the future, or you could just transition over to the regular traditional real estate method. And finally, during the offer acceptance period, it's got so much flexibility. If someone tells you, hey, I need you to decide now, here's a super offer, it's way more than you were expecting, but if I don't have your home under contract, I've got to get another home under contract because my family's moving down here in a month and I don't have time to come back. Well, if you're meeting one of those buyers and they offer you a fantastic number, you're always free to take it. So it's just it's just flipping the script on the real estate method. It's the way it's totally done. It protects realtors. It helps them it helps the listing agent double side. And the smart buyers get to take advantage of the fact that you're not getting to sell your property for the max because they've jammed you. They've made offers those first 48 hours. And almost every realtor tells you, well, if it's not you got to take the first offers because those are your best offers, which by the way isn't true. Or these 3 or 4 people are here now. We'll have to start the process all over again if we reject them now. Just set buyers' expectations. It's all about setting buyers' expectations properly. Just tell them, hey, we've got people coming in who told us they're going to make an offer. They want to see the property first. We're going to have fidelity to that process, but we'd love for you to make offers, and we'll get back to you Sunday evening, and we'll tell you where you stand. All right, so I think that's good enough. Now, that's how we can improve the process. Now, if you decide to work with me, click on the link probably at winnerscheck.net below this that says set up a free strategy session. It's a seller breakthrough strategy session where we find out what your goals are and we design the process to help you the most. We ask what sort of referral fee, what amount would you want to seek? So this is basically, if you want to turn your a top listing agent in the area or a friend, if you want to turn them into an excellent realtor who's doing work for, say, the discount broker prices, we can do that. We can do that. Maybe not every realtor, but we can do that with many realtors. Now, let's say you just want to hire the best person in your neighborhood who's already got 3 or 4 listings, or you see them there all the time. And you know that they don't discount, locally, because if they discounted for you, they'd have to discount for the other sellers. Let me tell you, I've never, when seeking 1/3 of the listing agent commission, I've never had a referral rejected because I'm an attorney. I say we're prepared. We've done the disclosures. We've done some of the work. You understand pricing. You're ready to go. I spoke with them. We'd love to work with you, but I'm seeking a referral fee. And then I may or may not tell them I'm sharing with them in the beginning. But when we're working together, as soon as your property goes under contract, we've got to get escrow. We got to get your broker. We'll eventually have to have your realtor's broker sign a referral fee and get escrow to do it. So it usually makes sense to do it right away. But then I'll share it. I in the past, basically, this is how my business was for years. $2,700 flat fee to do transaction management. People would sometimes ask me to just make sure, either buying or selling, that their realtors were doing it the right way and the money was worth it to them. Or they'd let me refer the property out and I'd keep the entire commission. Because you're watching this, you're at the website today. I'm doing paid marketing to drive people to the site, plus content marketing. I'm basically trying to make my paid marketing work. So I am making an offer that I think is the best offer I've seen in the industry. I'm willing to help you find the best realtor or the realtor of your choice, and I'll share the referral fee with you. And I'm not going to charge you any money up front, at least for now. While you're seeing this, that will be the case. But there's only so many people I can serve a month, and once I hit that number, and I know I'm going to have to bring some of the other realtors in my office to help me with the transactions, I'm going to charge a flat fee up front. So it really depends when you're seeing this, and it may alternate. So I will talk to you later. My name is John McConnin. I look forward to working with you. But if not, happy home selling. I really do hope these tips helped you. I think the most important one, the easiest one that almost has to be implemented, is the offer acceptance period. It just is a no-brainer. So go ahead, talk to your realtor about that. Don't get jammed that first day. Thanks. Talk to you later. Bye.